If there's one thing that I've learned over the years of covering all sorts of cases of paranormal phenomena and being involved in them myself, it's that when people experience malevolent paranormal activity, there isn't really anybody that they can turn to. You can't phone the police. There isn't a magic hotline that's going to solve your problems. But when that paranormal activity relates to an object, there is an option. Finding somebody who is willing to remove it from your life and take it into their care. A few months ago, a lady called Emma visited our museum for the first time. She was here for a paranormal investigation. Several weeks later, after her evening, she contacted me again, saying that she had an object at home that she suspected as having brought bad luck and really terrible nightmares into her life. It was a photo album, something that she had picked up from a lady who was selling it after a house clearance. She asked if we would be willing to take it from her, and thus the curse that seemed to be attached to the artifact. This is the photo album here. We haven't opened it. We were waiting to do so on camera and also surrounded by paranormal equipment, as I've already had experiences with it. When people send us objects, it's not just a matter of handing over the material item to us. We explain that there's much more to it than that. In fact, we provide people with help about what they can do at home and also how to intentionally remove and reject that object from their lives. Sometimes when this happens, the object seems to make its way to us long before its physical vessel. And so I already had experiences with this artifact before it even arrived at the museum. After Emma made the commitment to get rid of it, to donate it, and indeed had set aside a time and a place when she was going to package it up and send it to the museum, I had very vivid dreams surrounding this photo album. In particular, there was one image of a lady which is seared into my mind, and I'm wondering if when I open it, I will see this woman within the pages of the album. Even more interesting, when I told Emma about this dream that I had, emailing her the very next morning, she told me that she too had had a really vivid dream that night of her cleaning her home, particularly the room where she kept the photo album. And so, to me, and to her at least, it seemed as though the photo album had already energetically been sent on its way to me. Spiritual ownership had changed. Since that time, Emma has reported a complete change to her life. She described feeling buzzy with the album removed. She was no longer plagued by nightmares and the financial and physical misfortune which had followed her and her family. Previously, she had reported unexplained illnesses and also financial hardship, which seemed to enter the home around the time that the album did. So let's open it now and take a look, whilst we also have some equipment around active. On the table beside me here, we have GhostTube Seer running, which is an AI-powered paranormal investigative app that uses the sensors in your devices in order to detect environmental changes, which are then fed into an AI image generator. The idea is that if spirits are able to influence those sensors, they may be able to communicate with us using an AI image. We've had some really good results with this in the past, so I would love it if there are any spirits connected to this album as we open it to make themselves known, perhaps by showing images on GhostTube Seer which are similar to the photographs contained within the album. In front of me here, I also have an Environ bell. So this bell, it detects environmental changes such as temperature increases or decreases, air pressure fluctuations, lots of different environmental sensors. So when it has a green steady light, that just means that it's picking up on these readings and is not doing anything in particular. If you hear the bell ring like this and the color changes, it's signaled that it's detected a change. In the room more broadly around me, we also have a couple of REM pods set up, including one behind me on the chair with that doll over there. So if there are any other spirits in the room who want to make their presence known or say something about the album, you're welcome to do so as we remove it from its packaging. So what I find really interesting is that Emma seemed to know straight away that this object was to blame. So Emma is actually psychically sensitive.
I should say, as soon as you opened it, like an old man with a very serious expression.
Ah, okay.
Came on seer.
Interesting. So we have our first seer image, and you'll know when I was doing the introduction explaining about it, we didn't get any images come through at all. So thank you if that was somebody related to this. Wonderful. Emma's included something that goes into detail about some of the things that we've been saying. So things breaking, financial hardship, arguments at home with her husband. So she really knew that something had changed in her environment. There we go. And of course it is an old photo album as well. It is early 20th century. So aside from its potential paranormal value, it also has a historical value as well. Let's not forget that these images represent somebody's life, and that of course may very well help to explain why this album has activity connected to it. I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Laura. If there are any spirits connected to this photo album, you've been sent to me and my husband Eric to be taken very good care of. We respect this item very, very much and the memories that it contains.
An image just came up on seer. Perhaps a wheelchair?
Okay, thank you if that was you. Let's take a look at some of these pictures now. Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
So we have several different scenes, including some what looks to be wedding photographs here. Families, a family at the beach, lots of family photos, groups of people all together. I'm just looking because of that wheelchair coming up. They seem to be sun loungers, no wheelchairs yet. This one's a bit loose. Yeah, several of them have shifted. So we have some children here. Ooh.
You okay?
Yeah, I just maybe don't put this in, but just a sharp pain in my neck when I look down at this picture here. It's interesting. If you just affected my neck, could you perhaps make a change in the room so that our sensors can pick it up, or maybe show us an image here, please? Oh my goodness. That reminds me of the lady from my dream. Just gonna bear that in mind as we continue to move through.
I'd like to say one thing. If there is a spirit connected to that lady there in that photograph, there was a device here that can produce images. And we just got a lady.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Wow. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so much
for that. So in my dreams, so to clarify, Emma had sent a few photographs ahead of time of the album, and I think the first page that we looked at was one of the pictures she sent. There was a lot of group photography of people at the beach, things like that, people in their back garden. But the dream I had was of a solitary woman, and after I had the dream I looked back at the images that Emma had sent to us, and none of them that she had sent were of a woman by herself. So I was wondering then if I would find this kind of serious looking woman dressed in black in the album. And there's this one, maybe there's more, but that's very interesting. Kind of curious that came through. Okay, so here we have some other images. This lady here, this older lady seated, she appears to be in mourning attire, in that kind of heavy silk blend fabric, similar to the mourning dress that we have here at the museum. So another selection of family photos of groups. There is one of someone by themselves here, but this isn't reminiscent of the woman I saw in my dream at all. Here we go. This one's rather nice. I like this one a lot. Nothing else has come through on Sia yet. It was just with that one lady.
Thank you so much, by the way.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. We understand it may take a lot of energy. So again, some more family group photos at the seaside. Someone else by themselves but in the back garden. Again, this is a younger person, not reminiscent of the lady that I saw in my dream. I'm not quite sure where these ones belong. They must have fallen out. But again, more group photos, including with a little baby in that one. You're welcome to give us another image. Oh, look at that. So we have places where they're taken. So we have Rill, Snowdon. Oh, we have a picture. I can't quite see what it's showing.
Snowdon, like flowers.
Plant life?
Plant life, yeah.
Does this relate to one of your holidays that you went on? Let's have a look. The photos really have moved about quite a bit in here. So we have a couple here cutting a cake together, lots of candles on it. A lot of them seem to relate to family celebrations, birthdays, holidays. We have a negative here. Here we go, look. Rose gardens. I wonder if that relates to the seer image that we just had there. Some beautiful waterfalls. The place names, all the different place names in Wales that they relate to. And a few of them have been cut out as well. I'm not quite sure why, but there are bits missing. More seaside pictures. We have an image coming through there. Again, that shows a face in some cloisters of a cathedral,
like a religious
or something.
setting, looking kind of upset.
Okay. And that came on when we mentioned that something had been cut out of the album. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that. Maybe you could show us if this album relates to you. Do you remember going to the sea?
We just got an image come up.
An eye. Are you watching us look through this album? I'm trying to be very delicate with it.
She's like looking through a mirror.
So we have a few more images. Some of these are more solitary photographs. But again, nothing that strikes me in the way that the one of that lady did by herself. So the images that really stood out to me is this one of this little girl, which is loose within the album, on a chair. As soon as I saw it, I had a sensation in my neck. I'm not sure why. And then the second one, which really stood out to me, is this one here. Again, it's loose within the album, of this lady in very heavy clothing, heavy dark clothing, with a boat there in the background. And this very much reminds me of the lady that I saw in that dream that I had, when Emma had really intentioned and made that choice to send the album on to me. So I wonder if it's something to do with her. And the contents of the dream as well was very much that she wanted to be on display, that these images represent so many important memories and times in her life or these people's lives that she wanted to kind of be put in a frame and put out. It was actually in the seance parlour, that's the dream that I had. There's just a big tap over there on the other side of the room as I said that. Thank you. So now that we've had a look at the album, I would like to do a little bit more investigating and actually aim to do a little bit of a spirit board to see if we can get maybe any names or any responses come through that tell us a little bit more about this album and any paranormal activity connected to it. Okay, so we've just sat down at the table, but we're already getting environmental fluctuations. So that is telling us that there's an air pressure fluctuation when it changes to that colour. So, and that has been associated with anomalous phenomena, with paranormal activity. And again, so air pressure is changing around us, around the album and around the board. So I'm joined here by Eric. He's come out from behind the camera in order to do this spirit board session with me. Another air pressure fluctuation.
I think they're excited.
Yeah, I think, considering we didn't get anything when we were just talking about it, I think they're definitely ready for us to use this. So let's see if we can get any responses that relate to the album. So we're calling out to spirits who may be present here with us, who have a connection to this photo album here in front of us. Again, my name is Laura.
My name is Eric.
And we own this building. We care for objects, potentially like this object, that are special in terms of they have a different energy from other objects potentially. Maybe this object is very special to you. You have a really strong personal connection to it. We mean this album absolutely no harm, and we want to care for it. Let it be put on display and have your story shared with visitors to the museum. You're welcome to come and push your energy into the glass here on the table and use the letters on the board in front of us to communicate something, maybe your name, maybe something about the album, about the photos in the album, or indeed, if possible, about this lady in particular, who I feel like I have potentially seen before in a dream.
I can feel already a cold breeze. I don't know if you can feel anything like that.
No. If you are affecting the temperature, you're welcome to swirl your energy around this bell here. Then we can know that you're influencing the space. Thank you for already influencing it by seemingly making the air pressure change. Do you notice how that stopped now that we've moved on to this?
Yeah. It's like they were waiting.
Imagine your energy like a spiral of white light going into the glass. Around and around. Whoa, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Well
Thank you
done.
so much.
Take a moment to get used to the glass on the board. Take a moment to get used to the glass on the board. P.
P.
Next letter, please, or go to no if it's wrong. Yes. P. Well done. What comes after P? A. Next letter, please, or go to no if it's wrong. You're doing very well, thank you. P-A-Y. P-A-Y. Pay, is that correct?
Pay, is that correct?
S.
Pace.
Are you speaking to us in English? Parlez-vous français? Country.
That's what I thought, yeah.
God, my French is rusty. Qu'est-ce que c'est je parle avec Pierre? No. This is asking, is it that I'm speaking with Pierre? Comment t'appelles-tu, s'il vous plaît? Vous comprenez? Do you understand?
Yes.
Parlez-vous anglais? What are you trying to say about B?
Could you give us another word, please?
L. Next letter, please. I'll go to know if it's wrong. Yes, thank you. What comes next? A. Next letter, please. La. Oui. Also, just to clarify, I asked if their name was Pierre, because we do have a French spirit connected to one of the objects in the room, and his name is Pierre. So, okay. Oui. What comes next, please? P. La. D. Next letter, please. I'll go to know if it's wrong. A. Next letter, please. I'll go to know if it's wrong. T. Next letter, please. I'll go to know if it's wrong. I. Next letter, please. I'll go to know if it's wrong. A. D-A-T-I-A. Is there more? No. Are you connected to this photo album on the table? Yes. Are you from France? Yes. Is your photograph contained within the album? Is there an image of you? No.
So an image of somewhat of a relation of yours.
Yes. So to be clear, are you photographed within the album? No. Did you take the pictures?
Some of them.
Yes. Did you not like being photographed? Is that why you're not in the album? Yes. Were there photos of you in the album that were cut out? No. Okay. Thank you.
Could you give us a name, perhaps, of who you're related to on the album?
Would you be willing to give your name? No.
So Datia. What was that about? Was that like a date?
Is it a place? Yeah, because it's Pays-la. Remember that? Did you live in France? Did you live in Wales? Okay. Are you male? Female? Yes. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise.
So, a French lady who lived in Wales. Who liked taking photographs. Thank you. This album was given to us by a lady called Emma, who attributed ownership of the album with bad luck and nightmares and feeling quite poorly. Do you know anything about that? No. Are there multiple spirits connected to this photo album on the table? Yes. Okay. Are some of those spirits not as nice as you? May it be that another spirit connected to this album may have caused problems for Emma? Yes. The bad luck and the nightmares? Yes. Okay. Is this other spirit who may have caused these problems photographed within the album? Are you uncertain about speaking about them? Yes, you don't want to upset them. No, that's okay. Are they here present in the room right now? Are they happy for the album to be here at the museum? No. Are you happy for the album to be here at the museum? Yes. Thank you so much. Is this other spirit who's not happy about the album being here, are they French too? You don't want to say anything about them, do you? No. That's understandable. That's okay. Is there anything that you think we should know about the photo album? Yes. Could you spell it out, please? E. N. V. Y. Envy. Yes. Is this something to do with the person who's not happy about being here? Yes. They are envious? Yes, okay. And that can cause problems. Okay, thank you.
Do you know why they're envious?
Do you want to tell us? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Someone's still on the glass. They've gone dead.
Is there anybody still here who wants to talk with us about this photo album? Hello? I think they just went.
I give you my suspicions. I think that was them.
So that was the person.
It was envious.
That it changed, or?
I don't know. Just the last part at the end there. I don't think that, like...
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Maybe that was...
There was a big bang downstairs.
Yeah. I don't think they're bad, per se. Just... you know.
Okay, well, thank you for speaking with us. We're going to close this now and formally say goodbye to you.
Goodbye.
Bizarrely, after we closed the spirit board session and researched what had come through, Datia is actually a place in India, with the full phrase Paix la Datia thus making sense in French, if not necessarily referencing the country of Datia, but rather the land of. Hopefully further investigation will reveal the significance of that phrase in relation to the photo album. Well, that was an interesting start to finding out about this photo album. So in the coming days, the album will be put on display at the museum for visitors to come and see it and hopefully have some experiences with it and help us gather more information about it. We're going to, I think, put it in the paranormal laboratory to begin with, where it will be available for people to use EMF meters and cat balls and various devices with. And of course, at our next paranormal investigation, which is in October, we're actually having two in October, one for Halloween and one on the 25th. The album will be having its debut investigation with members of the public. So if you are able to join us for that, we would love to see you there. We hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll continue to follow along as we learn more about not just this object, but many of the other objects that we care for here at ROWTONS Museum of the Paranormal and Spirituality in Carmarthen. Thank you. Until next time.